Hi everyone, this is Ken Mason from Whispering Souls. Um, so recently I started the tarot of my version of the tarot cards. My thought in life is let's just make everything really, really simple and look at the cards and allow people to read things in a very simplistic way. A lot of readers want to make things complicated. They want to look at stuff and say, oh, this is, the star means something and this little item means something. And, the very simple way is I'm going to look at these cards and show you what they mean to me. They're probably not going to mean the same thing to you. You're going to look at them and say, okay, well, that's a little different for me, and that's great. That's the way it's supposed to be. You have a book, and that's a great starting point. You can read the book, and you can do a reading with it, but eventually you have to change because the book is not what you're saying, it's what the author's saying. So I'm going to give you my version of it. It's what I'm saying, like the author. If it doesn't make sense, don't use it. Just make your own. Go out and find somebody, do some reads. But anyway, so the minor arcana is much different than the major arcana. The major arcana is 22 characters. It's a life story. Where the minor arcana, they have four sets of pretty much the same they're pretty determined in what you need to do and what's going to happen. They just have different versions of your life. If you look at the last card in the major arcana, you're going to see one that says gone round about life. There's a 4 in a corner. Well, these are the 4 that are in that corner, which means you've gone through all these 4. Now let's start over again. So the first card for the wands. So the first one is basically, and every one starts with the ace, and the ace is always brand new starts. So the ace for the wands is basically saying, in this case, either a new job, a new creative aspect, something new for you to be happy about, and it's just saying that most of the time it means, hey, you're having a new job coming your way. And the number two in in the minor arcana are always about the 2. In other words, joining of 2. In the wands, the joining of 2 is either 2 things. It's either the joining of 2 for a job, or the joining of 2 for a trip. You just got married, you're going to take a trip, or whatever you've been waiting for a trip, you're going to have. It's seeing around the world. Now that you have the 2, now you have the second person with you. Number 3, you're going to see it's all about looking for what you're going to do around the world. What job do you want? What kind of job? Are you happy with the job you have now? Are you going to get a new job? And the number 4 you're going to see is all about being happy. Like you have your partner, you've traveled the world, you found the place you want to be, now you're happy. And it's the welcome home card, in my interpretation. Now the 5 in all tarot, 5 is change, conflict. It's all about switching things that you may not like. So in this case, with the wands, with the 5 is a fight with somebody or people, either in your work or your home, where you might find that you're being kind of attacked. Because 5, 6, and 7 are pretty much about work and conflict and people around you. So you'll notice there's a lot of people that are kind of beating you up with a stick. To me personally, it's usually family members or things you have to do, or not even people that are conflicting you. It might even be decisions and things you have to do, and things that are being delayed that you have to finish, but people are getting on your case for finishing them. Number 6 is, again, the victory card when it comes to work. Typically, if you get this card, it usually means that you're going to move on to a different phase of your life, or you're going to retire. It says that you're going to be leading people instead of you being the follower when it comes to work or ideas or moving forward. As in 7, the 7 card over here now also says that you're able to ward off people who you feel are attacking you. So it's actually a very good card. It means that you stop from being pushed around, and now you're pushing back and being able to tell people, I'm not putting up with this crap. Number 8. Number 8 is the past being moved away. So it says, don't bother about the past. You don't need the past. You've learned from the past. So let's move on and go and do all kinds of things. So the past is being swept away, and you're now on a new path. Number 9. The number 9 says, I'm battle weary. So now I may be thinking of retiring. I may be looking at things. I may be tired of the work I am, but I'm getting to pretty much the end kind of part of my life, or work part of my life. And number 10 is the retirement card. Basically saying, I'm done. It's like a farmer. At the end of the season, I've gathered everything. Now I'm going to put everything away, look at it, and say, have I been successful or not? Now, those first 10 cards in the minor arcana kind of gives you the start of like, hey, starting from work all the way to retirement, and you can kind of see the conflicts or whatnot that are going to be around there. Of course, when you have a tarot card read, all these cards are all mixed together. So what makes the tarot card unique is you're not just going to have just the wands. You're going to have all 4 sides. You're going to have the major arcana as well. So it really fits into the story very well. So in the tarot cards, you also have the page, the knight, the queen, and the king. These kind of cards are very, very similar in each one, and they don't really fill in with the first 10 because they're just a different section. They're giving you an idea of what you need to do on that kind of level. For instance, the page is like a little child. It's like a 6-year-old that wants you to be active. It wants you to go out. It wants you to go do things. So as in this card here with the wands, you might see the page is wanting to go and travel, go and see things, be active. Go to the next town, see new things. Just don't sit there and wait. As a young child, they always want to do things. They're always active. And this card says, go out, be active, have fun. The Knight card. Knight card is all about going out with adventures and being the leader and being the person that you wanted to be or always wanted to be. So in this case, the Knight is telling you that you are going to have success with business. You are going to be the leader. You are going to lead yourself to where you need to be. So you're not going to be just hiding behind a corner. You're going to be moving, but with much more passion and a lot more determined and being able to sway people in your direction for what you need to do. The Queen and the King are what they are, the Queen and the King. So the Queen of the King, as it is here, the Queen typically sits on a throne and says, this is how it should be and this is the way it is going to be. In this case, though, with the wands, the Queen is all about using your psychic abilities and being very, very competent in your psychic abilities. So you're going to be sitting there, you're going to use your black cat, and you're going to go out and be very, very happy and very, very strong in what you do. And the King in this case is somebody who's very successful with work, with being able to find work or working strong and being very, the one that people kind of look up to, and who also the one who gives out information. So that is the wands. Again, a quick look at them. Nothing overly complicated with them. You don't have to look at what's in the pictures. The pictures are what they are. They're, drawn by somebody a long, long time ago, and not everything in the picture means anything. And we'll have another discussion or another video on colors and whatnot, and how to look for with these cards. Especially with, these are Rider Waite cards. It's all I use. So anyway, have fun with that, and I'll be around soon with the Pentacles money cards. Yeah, thank you. See you later. Bye.